What's up, gamers? It is gamer time.
Gamer time in the finals.
You know how it is? Finals of the the Nexus Summit here at the Game Arena in Columbus, Ohio.
Yep.
So we have Smartest ADC defeating Spicy Noodles, who was 12-0 in games before that match.
Yes.
So that's quite the feat. Andrew, Spicy Noodles is very, very good. So we see the Irelia player from our last feature match moving on to the finals against Viktor. This is I played this matchup a lot as Viktor. I felt quite comfortable. But this Irelia deck has so many tools.
This Irelia deck is wide. There's a lot of things this Irelia can do.
You have a breadth of options to choose from in terms of how to protect your guy, how to proactively play this game. And I think that in general it's felt quite good for Viktor. But if you lose one turn cycle in terms of your opponent gaining the advantage of, you spend your removal spells, they don't quite work out, something like that, then you could fall behind very, very quickly as Viktor.
Yes. And this matchup being a fun one, these two are pretty good friends outside of here, and they probably have played this matchup more times than any other matchup that they've played. So both of them are very comfortable with each other and what's in their decks. So this is just going to be basically no surprises on either side.
Yeah, this is the strongest opener that you can have for Irelia in this matchup. Yep. I personally believe is the Guardian Angel, because what this allows is the first time that you play your Irelia or Draven or whatever it is, you can protect it and ready it immediately. And the Guardian Angel, it's difficult to kill these things the first time as Viktor. The Guardian Angel means you have to kill it an additional time.
Yes. So right now, if he doesn't have a sneaky deckhand or Stella, he just drops Irelia, equips the GA to her, which it looks like that's what's happening right now.
Yeah. Normally, attaching the GA here would be kind of bad. However, you need to play around Call of the Week.
Yes.
You cannot allow yourself to just get gapped by a Call of the Week on a raw Irelia as your first unit. It would be so bad. Here, I don't think you're paying to ready the unit with Irelia. You're not. Yeah, you're not in a race to score points as fast as possible. You primarily just want to develop your resources and establish a threat, and then start taking over the game. We've got some time against the Viktor deck.
Correct. Viktor 6 runes up now. Can go ahead and double conquer. It looks, I don't know. I think this matchup is Viktor favored, the Irelia Viktor. Just because Viktor has a lot of things that can kind of scoot around the fact that Irelia has deflect, which is the biggest piece that stops these control spell decks when Irelia plays into them, like the Ezreal last time. Having to target, pay the deflect is not a fun time. Viktor runs Call of the Week. Sometimes Viktors run unchecked power. I don't imagine Akit is running unchecked power via Viktor.
No, that card is horrendous. And,
it's not great.
It's not good.
I've only seen it really in Lux decks.
Even then, it's just...
But that's just because they get a card draw off it.
Yeah, there's too much counterplay to it. I think that stuff like Singularity and Call of the Week and Hidden Blades and stuff matter the most. So yeah, that's what we see. We see the Call of the Week. We've got to sacrifice one of our guys, but we just ate the GA. If there's a second Call of the Week here, then things get a little scary for the Irelia.
Okay, Poro. I got scared.
Yeah, that's fine. You ate the GA. That's totally fine. You've got to chew through it eventually. You might as well do it now.
Right. Being able to get rid of that early GA makes it really puts the brakes on Irelia, because now Irelia has to make sure anytime she conquers, she doesn't end at a battlefield, right? Because if she ends at a battlefield, then you open the possibilities to Hidden Blade, which I doubt you're ever going to Hidden Blade on Irelia. But it opens the options for not very fun times into Viktor.
Yeah.
Pushes into the Void Gate. With the Irelia.
Yeah, you really want to be at the Obelisk of Power instead. I think this is a bit of a misstep for Irelia. You just don't want like a single Wages of Pain to represent lethal on this. There's just no reason to be at the Void Gate instead of the other battlefield here.
Right. He's The Irelia is trying to stop some points being gained from the Viktor side, but it's just not as important as keeping your Irelia alive.
No, I think pushing to a battlefield is fine. You just
right, but not
you just don't. Yeah, why would you choose the Void Gate over the one that doesn't have any text?
So Aki is thinking right now. What can he play here? Well, he's guaranteed he can take the Obelisk, right? Unless the Irelia has Ride the Wind, in which case, it would be good for Irelia to Ride the Wind, I guess. I don't know what Viktor plays here to stop that. He's definitely thinking it over, though. Makes me think he has options, to be honest.
Yeah.
So, Plundering Poro. No Ride the Wind. Thank God. So, he's able to grab another gold. I'm glad he didn't forget that. He's up to 3 points. Now, does he... He just hides a card.
Yep.
Is that... Tap Viktor? Oh, 4 and a yellow.
Is this just Viktor Chosen Champ?
I think so. I think this is yellow Viktor coming out.
Viktor Leader.
Okay, and then tap 1 to make a token.
Yep, trying to organize the runes to be as clear as possible.
Yep.
Always appreciate that. Yep, so this is a fine turn, saying, I'm not going to try to deal with this Irelia because that's very scary.
Yes. He wants to play around the Irelia. He wants to make sure... Really, his target is the Stellacorn, right? The Stellacorn is honestly more of a threat right now. If Stellacorn stays alive, like we saw in the Ezreal matchup, we might just see a bunch of cards being drawn right here. Let's see here. Pushes the Stellacorn up into the battlefield. Draws a card. Passes Prio. Shows the Hidden Blade. Hidden Blade's his own Poro. Which I agree with. I don't think I ever want to hit Blade Stellacorn.
The primary function of Hidden Blade, again, is
just to
kill your Doric and draw 2 cards.
Yep. I don't know. Maybe you want to mill out your opponent.
No. No, you don't. You don't want to do that.
There's I've watched this Viktor play into a Aurora matchup where they had 3 volley bears at a battlefield, and he just puts 1 token on a battlefield and then keeps doing that over and over again until he decks. I don't think he eventually decked out. I think he just ended up winning naturally, but ever since then I've been very interested in the idea of decking out my opponent. See here, he's ridding all his units. He's coming up. Pulled the Irelia off, thankfully. The Irelia is no longer in danger. He's got a bunch of tokens to play with. What is... That's 3 for Lecturing Yordle. Okay, draw a card.
Yeah, but Lecturing Yordle, a good inclusion in this deck. It just does exactly what you want.
Yeah, it's just tank unit, draw a card.
Yeah, tank keyword, like, surprisingly relevant in basically every situation. It's a really good keyword.
Yeah, tank is really not the only irrelevant matchups tank is into, like your spellcasters, right? Like Ezreal, Viktor.
Yeah.
But to Irelia, I mean, it's huge. Like, that's the difference between keeping a Thousand Tail alive.
Yeah, usually it comes up with Thousand Tail Watcher plus Lecturing Yordle.
Yep.
That 9 breakpoint, like if they have 8 or less than 8, like 7 or 8, they have to kill the Yordle and they can't kill the Watcher.
Okay.
And the difference between a Watcher being left on the battlefield and a Yordle is like 5, right? That's pretty big.
Viktor playing Cold a Week to get rid of the Stellacorn.
Yep. You just got to kill everything as often as possible.
Yes. Get rid of it all. I wonder if he had any other kill spells he could have used to kill the... I mean, I guess he would have used
It's hard to use other things because the rest of it is either damage-based or directly targets.
Yep.
There's really not a lot of counterplay to Call of the Week specifically out of Irelia. they just have to play more guys, which Stellacorn dying to the call is much better for Irelia than Irelia dying to call.
That unit he just played is Pickpocket, followed by just hiding a card.
Yeah, Pickpocket not going to do anything here.
Yeah, Pickpocket, he's just dropping for a body.
Yep, no treasure in play. Might as well be resource efficient and play the card.
It's Aurelia's turn. He has, what is that, 10 runes? He has 10 runes up. Hasn't spent practically any power this matchup. It's Hidden Blade. He's going to Hidden Blade his own guy. Which resolves, he draws 2.
Yep, again, just using that to fill up resources. You're going to lose the combat anyway. Pointing the Hidden Blade at the Irelia is just a losing battle, so
yes.
you might, again, you just want to kill your dork and draw cards.
6 and a purple. That is Draven Audacious. There it is.
Yeah, that's not too scary here. We're a bit ahead on points as Viktor.
He's going to unguard.
Okay, so maybe this is a little scary. We ready this with the Irelia, and then come in and conquer it, score to 5, and then 6 off Draven. That is actually quite a big deal.
Yes.
Because then the Irelia player is threatening to end the game next turn, while Viktor is only at 5 points. So Viktor doesn't play anything like this Draven to be able to threaten to go from 5 to 8. There's a play that you can make in purple where you're at 5, and then you use Ride the Wind to score to 6, hold to 7, conquer the other battlefield to 8, and skip a turn, basically.
Right.
Viktor does not have anything like that. The only card available in the card pool is Time Warp that you can do that with. And I believe Smartest does play 2 Time Warps, which I flamed him for earlier. But it is a way to win games from behind like this. If you're able to push over one of these guys and then Time Warp, that's a way to win the game for sure.
Right. And this game's been moving fast, honestly.
Yeah, it's just, I think there's only 7 mana in play. It's just like earlier. You go from 7 to 9, and 9 is not enough to cast Time Warp. And even if it was enough to cast Time Warp, your board doesn't clear these battlefields anyway. Okay, Charm into the Draven. Sure, just to get the body off the board.
Got it. Okay.
I don't hate that. Charm's not that good in this matchup. Killing the Viktor leaders, maybe the best thing that you can hit.
And Viktor's tapped out too, so there's not anything he can do to
respond. It is just 1 mana, 1 energy, kill the guy in this spot. Now, as long as we can protect one of these on the next turn, we're feeling pretty good.
Right. Let's see what happens.
Going from 7 resources to 9 resources, we've got 5 might among 2 bodies, and we really do need to answer both these battlefields right now through 2 resources and what looks like 6 cards in hand.
Yes, and Draven Audacious does specify it needs to be combat damage that he dies to. Which Viktor does not accelerate in unless he plays Thousand Tales.
Yeah, which literally accelerates in.
Yes, which literally accelerates it into the battlefield. Which is probably his out. Maybe push the other 2 units into Irelia right now, force the 2 mana, and then do it.
Thousand Tail Watcher Accelerator here is quite good.
Yeah.
But then there's still so many tricks that could make all this go awry.
Right. Fight or flight.
Flight or flight, rebuke, any pump. Literally any pump is good here.
Any pump, yeah. Well, that's why I said move the 2 units to Irelia first to try to pull the 2 power or the 2 energy.
Well, you need to kill both. If one of these lives, it's doomed. So you have to Watcher first to get the debuff on these units.
It seems he is thinking it over. Does he have Watcher in his hand? Because if he doesn't have Watcher in his hand, then...
Well, we could have Imperial Decree as well to clear these. Imperial Decree beats plus, Imperial Decree plus any of the spells that damage beat, like Rebuke, for instance. And then once the board's clear, Yeah, you're actually in a fine
Okay.
spot. Okay, Xin Zhao.
So we don't have enough for.
Yeah, not
Thousand
really,
Tales.
not really very good.
4 to 4. Interesting. So I wonder if he's putting it all on the fact that he uses his stuff right here so that he can kill
Well,
Draven.
yeah. Well, again, you have to kill both
Yeah.
of these. If this gets rebuked or this gets pumped or something, and then we have Imperial Decree, then I'm cool with it because then we do get to answer both and still score a point to 6.
Yep.
And then Watcher or another Xin Zhao would in the game plus the hold next cycle. So it really hinges on Imperial Decree here. I think you have to have that card in this spot right now.
Let's see here. What is he pulling out? What's that? 1 and a tuck. Defy Dance.
Okay.
Brings Irelia up to 7. Brings Xin Zhao down to 5.
Okay.
He's going
Targeting Draven. Sure. Turn this. Okay, so bring Xin Zhao down to 2. Bring Draven up to 8. So, again, Imperial Decree here, extremely good. We basically need Imperial Decree in this spot. I don't think there's other cards that quite do the job.
Which it looks like.
That's 5.
Yep, 5 and 2
Yep,
yellow.
Imperial Decree. Excellent.
Imperial
Nice.
Decree.
So you forced another card out of
Yep.
Irelia. It's very good. That lets us trade here and then go to 6 after we trade with Draven.
Unless he has another Defy Dance right now, in which case he Defy Dances to bring Xin Zhao to 0. Okay, which he doesn't.
Even if that was the case, both units would still die.
Even though Xin Zhao doesn't do any damage?
Yeah, you just send another one in.
Oh, got it.
And then you trade your 2 units, right? So.
Yep. So
Yep. So trading there.
Draven dies, and then...
Yeah, and then you want to push this pickpocket to the Void Gate.
Now the question is, does Viktor get the point from Draven? Because is he dying to combat damage?
No,
or
no,
is he dying
he-
to Imperial Decree?
No, he does. It's there's nobody won that combat. I don't think he scores a point because the unit didn't survive, right?
Right, but that's not...
He does. Okay.
Yeah, because that's not...
It doesn't matter if the opponent won combat. It's just that he didn't win the combat.
Draven says the first when I died to combat.
Oh,
damage.
it's when he dies the combat damage, not when he
Yeah.
loses. Okay, no, that makes sense. Yeah, nice. So you go to 7.
Yep.
Then there was no real pressure to score, I guess, but that's good. Nice.
The pressure here is if he has a unit at that battlefield, the Irelia has to play a unit and then accelerate it to get it to that battlefield. And if that's Hidden Blade, then...
I'm drawing 2 cards. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna draw 2 cards, man.
As Viktor?
Yeah.
You're not going to...
It depends how many resources the Irelia has, but
Sneaky deckhand.
okay. Pump Ride the Wind ends the game here. Okay,
Oh my God.
Ride the Wind. Okay, Ride the Wind. I guess you don't even need Pump. And now it's now you do have to Hidden Blade the thing, and then just pray it
Yep.
works out. Please don't have a counter spell, brother. Please, I'd be on my hands and knees right now. Please don't not so fast me. Please don't defy me. Please don't.
I think that's... Wait, but the... Am I stupid? The Sneaky deckhand's a 2 into 3.
Oh, that's true. I thought it was a token. You're right. I mean, I imagine there was a pump or something. Okay.
Okay, there it is.
Discipline.
So he uses the pump,
Yep. So we're responding. You just need to have defy.
and then on guard.
Yep. Okay. So we see Viktor take game 1. Very close.
Okay. Wow. Okay, Viktor pulled that out.
Yeah, that's about what it looks like if Stellacorn Herder doesn't run
They
away
should
with the game.
still
I think.
score a point. Oh, he might be right because Draven did. Because it's like the Draven draw thing, right? He won combat, even though he got Imperial Decreed.
Well, he died, right?
He died, but then he went here, rode the wind here. I guess he still had to do that anyway, right?
Yeah, the Draven, he died in combat.
No. I think what this person was saying that the Draven should have scored a point for Irelia.
When it traded with
Yeah.
I don't know, because it didn't win the combat. Winning a combat is your unit is there at the end.
Right, but
of combat.
But that's why Draven draws off Imperial Decree, even if the units trade with each other.
When Draven drew a card.
Right. So when the Draven Legend, when a battlefield ties with Imperial Decree, right? As long as it's an Imperial Decree.
That wasn't the interaction earlier, right? That
was the interaction, and that was the ruling.
Oh no, it's because
But does he die and then not see himself win? Is that how that works?
well, he didn't win combat because he wasn't there at the end. I mean, is that the same thing? They would have to call the judge. I mean,
they didn't call the judge, so they didn't catch it. I could get Cameron. Is Cameron not sitting in there?
No, apparently not.
No,
I think
Cameron
he's
is.
watching.
Got it. So, yeah, that is a weird thing because of. Hi, Cameron. So Draven Audacious, right? They just drew with it, or the units clash with each other through Imperial Decree. Both of them die. Should Draven Audacious score a point? Because if the Draven Legend draws off Imperial Decree, shouldn't the Draven Legend or the champion also win?
So Imperial Decree was played, and then they both dealt combat damage.
Yeah.
Yes.
The unit would die before Draven does, just because it's a delayed trigger for Imperial Decree.
Right.
So
So the Draven Audacious should have scored a point with his ability.
Yeah, when I win a combat.
Okay, and then
Okay.
he dies from combat, so then the other player gets a point.
It dies
well.
in combat,
Okay,
right?
that's not what just happened.
Well,
But the game's already done.
what is
It doesn't change the outcome because the play would have been the same.
well, does the other player score the point? Does Draven die in combat?
I don't think he does.
Or does the
combat,
Imperial-
because the Imperial Decree is a delayed trigger, which happens afterwards.
It happens after combat?
So that's a great question.
Yeah, I mean, if it dies in cleanup, then there's no point to be gained there. It's one of those very non-intuitive things that
That Riftbound.
yeah,
loves.
they made a card game and then didn't quite make the rules make sense.
They both died from Imperial Decree.
Okay, well, they're going to figure that out. I imagine they're about to go in there and talk to them. But that is just
What
yes.
what a weird application of like the way the card actually works is not intuitive at all.
Yes. So
If that's the case.
because I do remember that Imperial Decree happens during cleanup.
Yeah, I mean that if it's a delayed trigger and not just a I mean, I guess that
Being-
makes sense. If the trigger happens at the end of the cleanup and combat instead of whenever damage is dealt in combat, which I don't know why that would happen in cleanup if the game was like, it just feels like a coding error, kind of like.
That's this conversation we were having off stream, right? That the people who made this game
Well, I think it's just
was built like an online game.
yeah, it's built like an online. It's just people who designed an online card game really well, and they did a good job. And it just like doesn't. A lot of the stuff doesn't really. It doesn't translate well into the paper space. Like this is not. This is not something that really makes sense on paper.
It doesn't, and unless there's no machine to tell you exactly how it happens.
Like
too.
Imperial Decree. We lost internet connection.
Okay.
Okay. Imperial Decree. The trigger not going on the chain until cleanup, after combat is already resolved, doesn't actually make any sense. If that's how it works, sure.
Sure.
Then we have to play by the rules, right? But that doesn't actually make any sense.
So, I wonder if they're waiting right now. Did someone tell them to wait? The door's open. So I assume someone went in there and told them to wait. Oh, no, they're just shoveling up. Okay, they're just taking.
Yeah, just playing game 2. I mean, looking at that, and if... I mean, we're not the judge, right? We
Yeah.
can talk about it, but it's up to the judge, so... Going to game 2.
Going to game 2.
Yep, Dreaming Tree into Treasure Hoard.
Let's see here. Irelia gets the play. So he's not going to be able to Stinky Deckhand turn 1.
Unlucky.
Very unlucky. But he definitely wants that GA in his hand. That GA in his hand just... It did a lot for him last game. Being able to first play GA into Irelia Quote to a GA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the GA opener is very strong in this matchup.
But going first without Obelisk, the play is most likely Stella instead, right?
GA into Stella is probably your best opener.
So we will have to see if he got it or not. If he didn't get it, that's a little rough.
Yeah, it looks like we're still resolving mulligans.
I don't think this Irelia deck runs any 2-drops besides like the Zanya's GA. No units that are 2-drops. So we will have to see. There is a Stella and top deck to GA. So it does seem like we're going to be doing the Stella GA open. Pulling up with the 3 yellow runes. Ooh, that is a Call of the Week I saw in his hands. Stupefy, Call of the Week.
Yeah, Call of the Week, MVP in the matchup for sure. You just have to be able to
100%.
navigate into a spot where it kills the thing that you want, which
Yep.
is the challenge with the card.
Salvage. That is brutal, honestly. That is very brutal. The salvage on the GA. If he drops Stellacorn right now, the Stellacorn is dead. Which he's not. He's doing Sneaky Deckhand. Sneaky Deckhand to the battlefield at Dreaming Tree.
That's where we want to be.
That is exactly where we want to be.
Take me to the tree.
All right.
Hiding a card. I mean,
For next turn?
I'm not sure why we're hiding a card, to be honest. Like, Fight or Flight is not good in this spot, and hiding a Zanya's is, like, also not very good because paying the power cost here, it just diminishes your resources for the rest of the game, right? Paying power has a big cost.
Yep.
Unless it's Tide Turner and you really just want the extra guy on board.
Yeah.
But even then, I'm not sure. I don't really like this hiding a card here.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't imagine Viktor is going to be playing the Call of the Week right now. I think it might be a waste. But if he does, I mean, like, what do you do? Like, that hidden card. I mean, I guess if it's Zanya's, right? If it's Zanya's, it does something for you. Viktor opting to develop a bigger board, which is good. I think calling there is really bad. Let's see here. Druid Discipline, hard bargain. Drop 4 for a Stellacorn.
Oh, baby.
Are we about to see Fight or Flight Stella? Okay.
Yep, makes sense. This Fight or Flight, again, was a little dubious.
Setting up for this play, I guess.
Drawing 2 cards here. And readying the Stellacorn. Okay. Nice. Okay, resolve those things in the right order.
Okay.
Like that.
Stella's able to push up, draw another card, score a point.
Okay, well, we just drew 3 cards this turn.
Yep. 3-card draw. And now you're sitting at 3 points into Viktor, who's at 1 point, right?
I think so. We're missing overlay.
So.
Yep. Yep.
Let's see. 1 to 3. Stella on the board. Call the Week in hand.
Yeah, I really a little aggressive with the runes this game, but I have plenty of cards. So as long as we take a couple turns off spending power, I think we're in a really good spot.
Right. Knowing him, I don't think he's going to let off the gas.
You got to talk to your boy.
I think
You got to save those runes.
He's putting the foot to the pedal.
Tied a brick to it, it sounds like.
Yeah. The brakes do not work. Someone cut the brake lines.
It was him.
He cut his own brake lines.
Yeah.
There we go. Viktor now at 2 points. He's pushing the broker
Okay.
up to...
Stupefy. Okay.
Yup.
You're a stupid Stellacorn herder. And looking for the trade.
Yup.
A trade here on Stellacorn herder is very good.
Yes.
For Viktor. That's really, really good for Viktor.
Awesome. So Stella is now dead. Still going to hold on to Cold Week. I don't think you use Cold Week here. I think he really is saving Cold Week.
Yeah, you don't call
kill
you don't
Irelia.
ever call this. No way. It's probably just lecturing Yordle.
I could see him thinking about it. He's thinking about calling the week right now.
You would never call here.
What's up, Cameron?
Draven dies outside of combat, which is why the opponent doesn't get a point.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah,
So-
I mean, we'll have to. It's too. I mean, it's too late to.
It's too late to play that back, but if you want to let him know after this game. So, thank you, Judge.
Yeah, that. I mean, that's good to know.
Yes, it is very good to know.
The Draven player still scores their point. It's the opponent that doesn't because he's dying outside of combat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Making sure that was...
Yeah.
Yes, that's clear.
Yeah.
Now.
I mean, I understand now that that's the way it works, and I disagree
Yes.
with Riot Games on that one.
Yeah, me and Riot Games don't get along very well either.
Yeah. That's kind of crazy.
He did
that
call the week, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Which makes me think he has another one in his hand?
Or maybe it's just saying, hey, spend time developing. I'm going to gain some points,
Yep.
which is fine as well.
I really do think he has another coal in his hand. I think that's the play right now. I think he's trying to bait out the Irelia onto the field. Swifties and Swifties. Whoa. Double swiftness boots in play right now.
So swift.
I'm pretty sure you can only buy one of those. I'm pretty sure it's not allowed to buy two.
This is just representing the mid lane quest, so these are upgraded Swifties.
Got it.
Yeah,
Cassiopeia can buy boots now.
that's so sad. She should just have 6 items again.
Yeah. Just permanently give her the ADC.
I only lament that because in Arena you used to be able to buy 2 starter items on Cassiopeia.
Oh, you can't anymore?
No,
It's been so long since I played Arena.
Arena's so good.
I love Arena. It's way better than Mayhem, Area Mayhem.
It's way better than normal ARAM too.
Yup.
ARAM's such a bad game mode.
I agree. The Zinzal is getting on the board.
Like the people in my Summer's Rift games don't know how to play the champions that they pick. Why would I want my teammates playing random champions?
I like the sweatiness of Arena too. But I also like the
You
fact
do like
that it
craft
doesn't
plans
need to
and yeah, the games are very fast. Arena's very good. I'm glad that they still have that.
I fought tooth and nail of many a Riot support forms I filled out when they took it away.
Yeah, they needed to balance it quite a bit.
Yes.
All right, just some scoring points developing for Viktor. You really just need to get as ahead as possible against this.
Salvage on one of the boots. Which is like, I think it's always positive to take out one of the boots. The boots are so strong. I think Irelia runs 3 of the boots in the deck in total.
Anywhere from 1 to 3, yeah.
I don't imagine. Not a lot of players like running 2 ofs, honestly.
I would play 2 boots. I think 2's the right number.
I think 2's the right number too.
Also, 1 ofs are really good in Riftbound.
I think 1 ofs are great in Riftbound. My Yasuo deck has like 7, or did.
Not everything is about Yasuo, man.
I just always have to bring it up when Irelia's there. I want to make sure the attention is not on her.
Hater.
I do.
That's
hate
me
it.
with Annie Draven.
Oh yeah. Draven Audacious coming onto the board.
Oh, baby. He's
He
back.
readies with the boots.
It's time to score 2 points.
Recycling, readying. Where's he going? Okay. Kill the Xin Zhao. Go up 2. Go up to 5 points. And this is the time where the Viktor... Oh.
Guardian Angel. And you have to equip this right now. And then...
Yep. He didn't pay to ready... Oh, yeah, he couldn't have it and play GA. So can... The question is, does Viktor have another Cold a week? And does Viktor have a spell that can kill... Is that door shut?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Okay. And does Viktor have a spell that can kill the Draven prior to Cole?
It's just salvage call, right? That's what you're playing for.
He's used 2 of them.
And salvage.
He's using 2 salvage, 1 Cole.
He's just 2 call.
1
Right.
Cole, 1 Cole. 1 Cole, 2 salvage.
Okay.
So... It's very... I mean, he has no mana up. So the Irelia is really banking on the fact that... The Irelia is really banking on the fact that he doesn't have a way to kill Draven and do Cold Week. Imperial Decree.
I guess we're gonna give Draven a point. I hope my judge is in there.
Yep. Viktor is thinking right now. Viktor is wondering if this is the correct
This
play.
is not even a good Imperial Decree. If it's the only way that we can answer this card, like, we have to do it, but, like... This is actually brutal because our way to answer the thing is not non-combat damage. You have to send a guy in, which I guess would put it up to 6.
They're asking this question now.
Yeah, and if the Draven starts the next turn at 6, there's a boots on it, right? So it's very trivial for Draven to just... I mean, Draven just has to win 1 combat next turn if they start the turn to 6, right? And then win the game.
Yep. So, I mean, like...
You just have to, I guess.
So Draven gets a point, right?
Yes, apparently Draven gets a point. Is he not? Our judge is literally in there.
I don't think because Justin's calling
Go
it.
there.
He's calling it. Go in there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
No one stop him. Yeah, I want the game to be clean. Yeah, for sure. So our judge was in there, and then I guess it's no longer in there. And that the Imperial Decree thing is very weird, and we didn't know it, and our players didn't know it. So we're gonna try to get that resolved. Oh no, judge was literally sitting right there. Okay, so they didn't pause the table, so they're continuing to play. So we see a lot of stuff happening. They really should be pausing the table. Draven going to 6 off of Conquering. I mean, we could just see Draven gank over and then a charm to end the game anyway, but we still should be playing the game how the rules say to play the game.
So, Cameron is ruling that the Draven ability is a trigger.
It is a trigger.
So the Draven ability is a trigger, and because Irelia is missing the trigger,
Sure. I mean, that's
why he's not stepping in and ruling.
yeah,
it.
that's understandable. But yeah, this is clearly just a misunderstanding of how the spells work.
Which, to be fair, I do agree with the judge's ruling.
I
on
agree.
that.
I agree. If you miss your trigger, you miss your trigger.
Right, and he's gonna beat himself up after this game.
Yeah,
Which
no,
it's not his fault because
Oh, I mean, we all
all did
learning.
not know up until now.
The game's new in that the way that is coded into the rules of the game is complete nonsense. So.
Yes. So doesn't want to sneak you to the battlefield. I'm assuming he already conquered there.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't. Well, it doesn't need to conquer
Get to
both
7,
once at
yeah.
6.
I would just threaten the 7 though, because if Draven kills
I don't think
with his ability, it just wins.
It has to. Yeah, it has to win a combat, but also like, you want to keep these guys safe because there's being at 6. If the Draven dies somehow, you can still put Swifties on deckhand, and then conquer both very easily with like a single pump.
Yeah. Okay. True. Yeah, I guess it's the safe play.
Yeah, there's no reason to shove here. And there's only 8 runes in play, so again, you're not getting time warped. I know he's playing 2 time warps. So I wonder how many has been in his hands all these games, because the card's like hardly castable.
Yes. He's gonna move to Dreaming Tree to go to 6. And now his thing right now is okay. Stupefy the Zinzao. The question is, can he kill the Draven before the Draven can kill one of his units? Because if he can't, the Draven is going to... The Draven's just going to roll over a unit and win. Which is what I assume he is looking at right now. He is making a guy. He's making a guy in base. Cold Weak. Does he have double Cold Weak in his hand? Does he have all 3 Coals this game?
I mean, hey, if
If he's drawn a lot of cards.
throw him if you got him.
And
Yeah,
then
there's got to be another call here. That would be absolutely backbreaking.
it also protects the 1 unit from Draven ability. The last Cole, all 3.
Hey, you gotta get a little lucky sometimes.
Yep, the Draven Audacious dies. Please kill your token.
Yep. Resolve the card. Very good. Move that. Make another guy with Viktor. Oh, we've already made a guy with Viktor.
Yeah, we made
so
a guy
maybe,
with Viktor.
Maybe we have another guy.
Yeah, he needs to put something on the board. Even if it's a Poro.
I mean, if Irelia has no units, the game. I mean, their Irelia is still in the champ zone, so the game Irelia could still in this game.
So yeah, because Irelia, he'll have 7 runes next turn. Irelia comes out, 2 runes left up, equips the boots, equips to the Irelia. Does he have Hidden Blade? Now you Hidden Blade the Irelia.
Oh yeah. To stop them from ending the game, yeah. That's the only time it's acceptable, pretty much. To
There's the Hidden Blade, probably.
Yeah. Or Hidden Blade your own guy, draw 3 cards.
I don't think he wants to do it.
Oh, but have you ever drawn 3 cards for 0 mana? We love Dreaming Tree.
Although, I guess... No, I don't think you ever do that.
No, yeah, you'd shoot the Irelia for sure.
Because the boots are right there. He just equips, double conquers.
Well, we can equip, conquer, and then we'd have to spend another thing to...
Yes.
If we have a Defy and an On Guard, then we can kill through Hidden Blade.
Yep. Sneaky.
Oh, sneaky. Okay, this is good because sneaky plus boots ready with Irelia is lethal. And then if there's a Hidden Blade, you have enough to pay for a Defy or Not So Fast.
Yep. And then ready with the Irelia. And then move over.
Yep. Put my J's on and walk on over.
Walking from the gold pile to the trees. The Viktor is still showing 2 energy. He still has a 2 energy play.
Yeah, but there's no yellow power available for the Viktor.
Is that a blue rune right there?
They're all blue, I think.
Got it.
So
Yeah, that is blue.
Wage is a pain. Oh, that's not as good as Hidden Blade.
No, but I mean, that's why he played sneaky deckhand, right? Because he was playing around. Defy Day.
Okay. What was this? This 4, 5, 6, with 3 damage on it, and Zinzao will have 2 might. So now you're required to have Stupefy just to
clear.
Yeah, just to trade. And if there's Stupefy and Irelia has nothing else, then okay, well, he said, all right, brother, I got all these. You're dead as hell. Okay, yeah.
So going to game 3.
Yeah, that's game 2 going to Irelia. He was at 7 there before that combat, just didn't update the points on the overlay. That's totally fine.
Yes, you cannot miss points until you pass your turn.
Yep. And yeah, both players are buddies. They know what's up, so.
Yep.
All right, well, taking it to a game 3.
Taking it straight to game 3. Which is fine. I mean, I don't have anything to do tonight. So, I actually love being here.
Yeah, this place is very cool. Shout out to Game Arena for starting it.
Shout out to Game Arena, hosting today's Nexus Summit here, and having us cast today. Shout out Card Fathers for providing the cards, obviously.
Yeah.
And they are hosting the event technically.
Yeah. So Card Father is the TO and running the event at Game Arena because there's a lot more space here.
And Crit Apparel for coming up with these custom mats. Everyone today got a custom mat.
Yeah, that's very cool. I didn't get a custom mat. Did you get a custom mat?
I did get a custom mat.
I got scammed. All right, I'm getting a custom mat. I'm getting one. I'm calling the manager and the president. I'm calling. I don't want to talk to that guy.
Yeah.
You mean
the president of the company?
Oh no, I meant the other president. I'm gonna call the Toys R Us giraffe.
I love the Toys R Us.
He just got out of prison.
He was in prison?
I mean, come on, man.
That's true, I guess. Well, the last Toys R Us was in Polaris, right?
I haven't seen one in 20 years. So
I used to play football in Polaris, and that was the last one I saw because they had a Toys R Us and a Babies R Us.
Oh, yeah. I think they do still have those kinds. I think there's like a big one in New York, but they're very limited, yeah.
I heard they're coming back. Oh, yeah, you just said they're coming out of jail.
Yeah, he just, he's ready to get back to business. He's clean this time, though, yeah.
Yes. A few years sober.
Like Tony the Tiger.
What did Tony the Tiger do?
What didn't he do? Dude, the money and power really gets to you.
He dropped a song with JID.
I don't know who that is.
That's a rapper. Tony the Tiger.
I don't listen to rap music, so.
Dude, Tony the Tiger and JID, man. I think it's like a minute 30. I think it was for like a Super Bowl ad.
Oh, okay, that's pretty funny.
So, I don't know. I looked on Spotify and I listened to a lot of JID, so it just came up. And I was like, what the fuck is Tony the Tiger doing on this JID song?
That's funny.
So, yes. This is a very even matchup. Now, my worry right now is going into Game 3, right? We've seen Obelisk, we've seen Dreaming Tree coming from the Irelia. We've seen Obelisk we've seen
Void Gate and Treasure Hoard.
Void Gate and Treasure Hoard.
Yeah, so the third battlefield is Ravenbloom Conservatory.
Yes, Ravenbloom Sunken Temple.
As we've talked about and as we've saw on camera, I think that card is horrendous.
You're not a big Ravenbloom lover.
I like that card. That card's cool. It does not carry its weight in these decks.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. I think it'll be pretty good in Diana.
I think it's good in Viktor because Viktor has like what, 10 units?
You play less spells than Irelia does, and it's for sure not very good.
That's because Irelia spells are cheaper.
Well, no, she just has more and has less units. You have like the same amount of units.
Viktor has the same amount of units as Irelia?
Plays very few, yeah.
Really?
A lot of people still think of this Viktor deck as like the unitless Viktor deck. This deck is playing 4 2-drops, anywhere from 6 to 8 or 9 3-drops.
And then
plus a Riptide Rex, plus 3 Watchers.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess so.
That's 19 units.
It's a lot of
That's like twice as many units as Irelia.
Yeah.
Irelia's on 3 sneaky, 3... and we don't have access to deck lists just in general. It's usually 3 sneaky deckhand, 3 Stellacorn herder, and then
The Irelia and the Draven.
the Irelia and the 2 Dravens. And I don't really count the Irelia, right? As
He
being-
has one Irelia in his deck, I think.
Okay,
Right? 'Cause
so...
we've seen the he has
Did we see a second one?
I swear.
I don't think he played the second one. I know that. I mean,
We saw a green. Oh, it was Troy.
Lee Sen.
It was the Lee Sin
3,
Troy.
yeah.
He played 2 or 3.
Yeah, 2 in the last game. Border went out for a cyber card, but
Yep.
yeah. So I mean, it's 8 units in the deck. The Viktor is literally playing, almost 2.5 times as many.
Damn. Okay. Never mind then. Maybe this card is bad.
The Raven Blue Conservative. I don't think it's bad. I just think it doesn't do quite enough. I like Vile Mauslayer a lot, specifically for Irelia and Draven. It's pretty good at those decks.
Yeah.
And you don't care. You don't
too.
care about sacking your dorks because you just push for points and let them die or whatever.
Yep.
So I tried Raven Blue Conservatory for a lot in Viktor, and I wasn't a very big fan. I do think Vile Maws is a pretty mid battlefield, but it is very good in the current metagame, and it does a lot of work in these matchups. This Sunken Temple is this is what we were talking about earlier, taking a symmetrical battlefield and then lining it up to be asymmetrical. The Viktor deck has one way to proc Sunken Temple, and it's attacking with Watcher, Thousand Tail Watcher, and that's the only way to use this. Irelia is gonna draw a card every time she conquers.
That's true. Riptide Rex too.
Sure. I guess that card technically does. I've never seen Riptide Rex conquer a battlefield.
I've never seen Riptide Rex.
Usually you cast it and fails to kill a guy and then you lose.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yep.
I think he's playing one Smartest ADC, and we talked about it. I said the card sucked, and he said he was going to cut it as well.
Yeah, it's just...
It's good into, like, Kaisa, but, like...
The idea behind it is you can't... This is a non-hard bargainable, defiable 6 damage, but still can be not so
Yeah,
fast.
but, like, I'd rather just play another Singularity. It still gets not so fasted,
Yep.
like...
It's
And
the
then
same cost,
having
right?
you split like the Singularity, the second instance of 6 damage for a body that's 6, and that is in theory better, but it's very slow, and your opponent can play around the 6 power body and usually
Adaptatron?
beat it.
Did he side in the Adaptatron?
Yeah, I think our Viktor player on the left here is playing Vanguard Armory.
He didn't show it.
No,
I guess they know each other's decks.
Yeah, I think they play
All
against
right,
each other
bro.
quite a bit.
This Victor player knows what Adaptatron does.
Nobody knows what Adaptatron does. I think it's a hedge against Armory, and I don't think it's that good. You see CroywithProduce smiling a little bit because this card is kind of funny.
Yeah, because I've been speaking the graces about Adaptatron.
Dude, you might like bad cards more than me, and that's a feat.
Yeah, I love bad cards. If I see a card has less than a % of play rate, I'm picking it up.
I mean, Adaptatron has a mustache. That's pretty cool.
Yes. He is pretty cool. I used to think that were pineapples, by the way. He
Yeah,
was like a bowl of pineapples.
Welcome back to Twitch chat. We had our internet had died for a little bit. We recorded the whole thing, so you could still go back and watch the VOD. I believe if you're a subscriber to the channel, so do that. And that, yeah, and it'll be up on YouTube.
Yep.
So, yeah, Adaptatron totally could just be in as another body. That's a strategy that makes sense into the attrition deck, the deck that just wants to kill all your bodies.
And it's gone. Oh, Defy!
Defied the call. Yep, you gotta protect your guys in the matchup. You can't get too far behind on points.
It looks like a bowl of pineapples.
I mean, I guess that's true. It looks like, I don't know, he's got a mustache, and that's all I can see. He's a
Yeah.
big bull with a mustache.
He's also a mech.
That's true. Where's he from? Zon?
Probably. But I've been talking about how I think mech Ari is kind of good.
Brother,
Blitzcrank,
somebody has
Adaptatron.
got to take you out of so we got to take you out of the kitchen, because whatever you're cooking, it stinks pretty bad.
Did someone tell players the Imperial...
We resolved it, but it was well after the game concluded. We can't really go back and change the result of the game or the turn. And then in game 2, it didn't come up in the same way, and the Irelia player had missed the trigger.
Correct.
We can't play the game for them if it's just the missed trigger thing.
Correct. But they do know about the interaction.
Yeah,
we're told.
Yeah, they do know about it, and we're educated on that. As were we. Again, that's a rule that kind of feels. That interaction feels like it was kind of slotted in and doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. But if that's the way that it's in the rules, we got to play it that way.
The Irelia's coming out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate this if there's as long as we usually you want to play your Irelia or your Draven while you have some modicum of protection. It doesn't look like that's the case here. Maybe just praying to dodge a singularity.
And now they're confused on the points.
Yeah, so they're just getting on the same page about how many points people have. Yeah, and again, singularity doesn't kill Irelia through on guard, because she'll go to 6 from the on guard and then +1 from her ability from being chosen. And you could even give her another +1 with the Irelia legend if you wanted to ready her, which is very silly.
Yeah.
What a silly interaction.
Yeah, sometimes I read an interaction in this game and I'm like, man, I love Riftbound, but I'm deleting the rest of these cards. No more Irelia in the game. No more called shots.
Yeah.
Just dragons.
Yeah, and our hidden card here, like if we had Zanya's Hourglass hidden here, it would beat the singularity as well.
Yeah.
Which that's a good. Well, one of these units would still die, but since they die at the same time, then you would get to choose which one lives from the Zanyas.
Yeah.
Which I think you would pick the Irelia. Yeah.
Does the Zanyas have to pick at the battlefield? Or
no, so
it goes back
a gear
to
a gear cannot be at a battlefield unless it's attached to a unit. Mm-hmm. So when you play normally when you play a card from hidden, it gains the text here. Not the case with Zanya's Hourglass. It just it goes back to your base and then saves the next thing that would die. It's not the next thing that would die at that battlefield.
Got it. I do think it's weird that Zanya's was given hidden, by the way. I love it. I love that it has hidden, but I don't know. I guess quick react with
Dan,
Zanya's.
we got Jay in the Twitch chat flaming the players who finished significantly higher than him in today's tournament. That's Mr. 2-3.
Yeah. Yeah, Jay didn't do very good today.
No, yeah, well, he's running his mouth like he did. You got to back it up, buddy.
I don't even know what Jay was playing.
He's playing Annie.
I didn't see him at all. Was he upstairs?
When I got here, yeah.
Dude,
Vanquish. Kill a unit.
Vanquish?
Yeah, I mean, I hate this card. Not that the card's bad, it's just, yeah, okay, Hourglass is a complete blowout, yeah. That sucks. Yeah, man, Vanquish is just, we see it here, so expensive. So incredibly expensive.
Yeah, it's insanely expensive. I don't know, man.
I mean, if it
hits,
Vengeance.
it's great.
Yeah, Vengeance, sorry. Yeah, if that worked and that wasn't an Hourglass hidden, which I'm not sure what else it could reasonably be in that spot, then you're in an okay spot. But now that thing's alive, you have less runes than the Irelia player, and you're ahead on points, but it's going to be really hard to take these battlefields on this low resources. And this is the spot where getting punished by that Zanya's Hourglass because of that Vengeance, it sets you really, really, really far behind.
Yeah, this is really rough. He's down to 3 runes.
Yeah, this is a rough spot to be in.
Yeah, this is really rough. I mean, he just passes. He doesn't. I mean, there's no way he recycles another one to play a hidden here. Yeah, he passes.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was a pretty telegraphed Zanya's Hourglass, but it could have been a number of other things that
he could have been faking it.
Yeah, it could have been a fight or flight. It could have been, again, a Tide Turner. We don't have access to deck lists. It is almost entirely likely to be a Zanya's Hourglass, but if if the best line that you have is just Vengeance the Irelia and pray that it's not a Zanya's Hourglass, you just have to do that sometimes.
Yep. Irelia holding to 2, conquering to 3 right here.
Yep, and again, it's going to be very difficult to dig out of this hole, I think, as Viktor. The Irelia deck demands... the Viktor deck has the tools to beat this Irelia deck pretty handily, like we saw in some of these previous games. Has a lot of interaction, but all of it... Irelia's units and particularly her spells require you to really pay for what you get. And we don't have a lot of resources to work with in Viktor because of the Vengeance play.
Wages of Pain on the Adaptatron.
Yeah, and then you make him stupid and you cross your fingers.
Yeah, and you know he has Stupid. You know he has the Stupefy.
Yeah. Okay.
Not so fast. Okay.
Well, this is I like this. Normally, I think you would want to wait for the follow-up. However, you can trade the token because the token's in play for the Adaptatron. I like the countering the Wage of Pain.
Yeah.
The in chat, I believe the Vengeance I believe the Vengeance targeted the Irelia because it can target. It just kills a unit. It doesn't have to be at a battlefield. And surely you target the Irelia.
That's why he burns through any runes. He burned 3 runes targeting the Irelia.
Yeah. Surely you target the Irelia instead of the Adaptatron.
All right.
Man, not so fast. Silly card.
Yeah.
Very powerful. Green cards are kind of good.
Green cards are a little good, yeah.
Wait, green and purple cards are kind of good. Who built this deck?
I don't know. I think Riot Games
decided
that these two were good together.
That is so illegal.
And then they're like, hey, let's add Baron Nashor to...
I think Irelia deck is cool. I wish that there were some more cards or interactions that really felt like she was throwing the daggers around.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't feel like she's doing that very much. Dude, chat. I'm about to have a bot start banning people for saying Yasuo.
Ban everyone that says Yasuo.
Yep. You say Yasuo, 10-minute.
Did I mention, by the way, I'm the best Yasuo in Columbus, Ohio?
You did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
which is a proven fact.
I did not ask the follow-up question.
Which is?
Out of how many players?
That's a good question. There were 2 at the Warpgate 1K.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
PPG, that's in Pittsburgh, so it's a little different. I was the only Yasuo there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've seen like 1 other in passing.
Yeah.
So definitely 3.
Yeah, I think every time you win a game, it can be attributed to the Chinese Yasuo that I gave you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It is his fault I play Yasuo, because I was playing Viktor at first.
Well, I had said that you should play Viktor. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And then you didn't listen to me.
No.
And then it's still my fault?
Because you gave me the Yasuo.
Right, I should just never be nice. All right, so
never give cards away.
Yeah, so we see a lot more development here from Irelia, playing safe.
Yeah, she did draw 3 cards right there.
Yeah, scoring just a normal Irelia things. Scored both battlefields and then retreat everything to be safe. Again, Imperial Decree plus Bellows is actually crazy here.
Does he have the...
You have the the double order runes to pay for it. I think you need to get bailed out by that because there's 1 up and you could have
he could have Defy.
Well, Defy doesn't. I mean, okay, Defy does stop it, and also.
But he's not doing it. He does. I'm assuming he doesn't have it, or he's waiting for a time that he doesn't have.
Could still pay for it.
For Bellows? Oh.
You'll have to Bellows once. They're all in the same location.
Yeah.
Bellows once doesn't beat On Guard though. Either way loses to 5, but if you repeat it, it beats On Guard. Because it would take damage. It would. Well, I guess On Guard doesn't matter.
Yeah, On Guard.
The On Guard doesn't matter. I'm trolling. It has to be Defy. But yeah, it looks like he doesn't have it, and that is very tough.
Yeah, it's very rough when you see that situation. You're like, man, if only I had these 2 cards. Raven Bloom. Ooh.
What did he hit?
He hit Imperial Decree. He's gonna save it.
Sad, yeah. I mean, you have to try not to lose the game here.
Oh,
I don't know.
he's not saving it.
I don't think you cast it. Oh, he is casting it.
And then he's gonna wait for the next action. Hard
bargain.
Oh.
Yeah, damn. That wasn't. If we had the if the Imperial Decree was in hand in the last turn, you maybe would have had a play.
Yeah, that feels rough.
Dude, the Adaptatron still being alive is a criminal, by the way. How's this thing still on the board?
I don't think you need to bring both, but I guess. So Irelia conquers the 6. Draw from Horse, draw from Sunken Temple.
And the Irelia, yeah, has +1, so it's 5 might from readying at the start of the turn.
Which I guess why he brought them both, but I think bringing Irelia up and then Stella is probably better. I mean, he doesn't have anything. It doesn't matter. He's at 7. Why is he at 7?
I'm not sure. Was he not at?
Was he at 5 at the start of the turn? I missed.
It was a 5. Okay.
He was at 5 at the start of the turn. Got it. Coming back out. Maybe now he has the Imperial Decree. Maybe he just drew another one. They were stuck together.
I'm not sure God could save you from this position. Yep. He says, all right, bro, put your 90 card hand down. You got me.
All right.
We have a Viktor. The man organizes the tournament, plays in the tournament, wins the tournament. Just the Obama putting the medal on himself, man.
Exactly. You know what's crazy is technically I could have won this tournament because I beat him at PVG.
Yeah, that's not.
On Yasuo.
Yeah, that's not how it works.
That is how it works. Because if you beat the person who won the world championship, then basically you're the world champion.
That's not how it works.
It's true. It's just math.
I beat
If I'm greater than him and he's greater than the world, then I'm greater than the world.
I beat a Pro Tour champion in Flesh and Blood. Like,
then you're the
I
best.
have like a very positive win rate into him, like 8 to 3 or something in matches.
Then you're the best.
No, he's much better than me. Yeah.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, he's I don't think you know how it works.
All right. Well, CroywithProduce, Kogi winning it all at the first ever Nexus Summit here at Game Arena.
Now he's got a seat to defend.
He's got a seat to defend, or he stops right here and he hosts the rest.
Yeah, you retire you quit while you're ahead.
Yes, retire so you can't lose the throne.
Yeah, preserve your legacy.
Exactly. So it's a great match, honestly. There's a lot of things that we obviously saw that both players could have not done. A lot of missed triggers.
Game's hard.
Yeah, the game's hard.
Nobody knows how the game works because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Might
sometimes.
be the hardest TCG.
That's not true. It is.
I think so. I don't play any other TCGs besides this.
This is the hardest one you've played.
Yeah, I've played Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon and Legends of Runeterra.
I think there was a lot of depth through Runeterra, but I don't think it was hard. I think Flesh and Blood is very easily the hardest.
Never touched it.
Yeah, it's a terrible casual card game. It's really hard. The better player typically wins, but it's good. But this game is quite hard, and we saw how difficult some of those spots were to navigate.
Yes.
You really have to lock in on your plans, and if you make a mistake or you get like really punished for a choice that you make, the game can just slip away from you instantly. It's just gone, right?
Yes.
So, like we saw that Vengeance into the Zanyas.
Yes.
I don't know what the Victor's hand was, but the good chance that we have to go for it there and just pray it's not a Zanyas because we're so behind. Same thing we saw in Imperial Decree earlier.
Yep.
Went into Levi on Ezreal.
Yeah.
And then in combat in a Watcher, and then Levi casts his own Bellows Breath.
Yep.
So that's just so brutal.
So amazing game today. Amazing game.
Yeah, very good
Hard
games.
fought. Shout out to CroywithProduce or Kogi for winning it all today.
Yep.
And
Very sick. Maybe get him in here for a winner's interview.
A little post-game interview.
Yeah.
All right,
And then we'll be
right back with a little post-game interview. Welcome back to the post-game interview with CroywithProduce, the winner of our first Nexus Summit here at Game Arena. So tell me, how do you feel right now? How did you feel going into today? How did you feel coming out the victor?
I wasn't really expecting to win it. I've been playing much better since Pittsburgh.
Yep.
The PPG event, I went from like I'm a noob and I blunder every game after round 3 to I actually learned to slow down, and I got so much better after just going to one single event.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of blunders, okay, we have to talk about it. The Draven Audacious, after it's been ruled, how do you feel now that you understand how Draven Audacious fully works?
I feel like I just got a giant buff, and I've been living with a giant nerf my entire life. Viktor, I played at least 50 times, and no one has ever brought that up. Imperial Decree keeps me up at night. So knowing that I can still somehow get a magic point even when I lose in Imperial Decree, I probably would have played a million games differently.
Right.
So I guess technically I probably would have won game 1 and 2 as well.
Yep.
Just based off of that ruling. So it's good to know.
Yeah.
The cards aren't easy to understand, I guess.
And your opponent, Smartest ADC, you guys are good friends.
He was the first customer of Game Arena ever. Back in 2018.
The first customer of Game Arena ever.
Yep.
So how did you feel when you were in the writer's booth writing the whole storyline for today's tournament, right? First customer of Game Arena and then owner of Game Arena coming together, playing against each other.
Yeah, definitely seems surreal. We have a Riftbound team group that was kind of like you guys scripted this. Like the owner's cheating. He's stacking his matchups or whatever. But it was actually amazing. Like as soon as I saw Keat, first I was happy I didn't have to play Spicy Noodle. He's a
very good Draven player.
Yeah, so I was happy Keat won. But I'm not surprised. He's really good at he tends to win like every Nexus night. So really excited to see him. It seems surreal. We always joke that we're always going to be at each other in the finals. We're both going to Atlanta. We've already said we're going to both be in finals again.
So going into Atlanta, you guys are going to play each other in the finals. Viktor into Irelia. It's going to be a mirror of this matchup.
Yeah, we've actually played each other in probably 4 or 5 different finals of events. So we scrimmed a lot. I played as Viktor a ton. And he's played my Irelia a ton. So it was awesome. It was just a great experience.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on winning today.
Thank you.
And I said that you should drop from all future events here. You're just you just got to be the host. You can't lose your You can't lose your seat.
God. One and done, never lost.
Exactly, never lost. But yeah, are you planning on doing more here at Game Arena?
We'll have one of these monthlies. Trying to make sure we have some bigger skirmishes. Cardfather's been amazing at helping us get started. We've actually been denied by UVS several times because I haven't ever ran a different TCG event.
Yep.
So until I run other people's game, I can't play the only game that we want to play.
Right.
So it's funny. But hopefully I can take a screenshot of this in organized play and send to UVS and say, hey, you want to approve us. But besides that, Cardfather actually provided the pricing, which was helpful. Crit Apparel gave us the really cool mouse pads. Maybe they're good luck.
Yep.
So that was awesome. And then, I'm just happy that everyone had fun. Got everyone $20 to buy stuff. So
buy some great food.
Some food. And everyone I talked to had a great event. Gabe crushed it on the stream, too. The production.
Great production.
Beautiful. For first time, right?
Yeah.
First time TCG ever at Game Arena. So it was absolutely amazing. And I'm surprised I got here. But I've been grinding this game out, and it's the only game I play.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you for having us. Thank you for winning, putting on a great show. And we're going to close out. And I hope everyone watching has a great night.